can place your gadgets in peace. On this channel, we do product reviews and also some tutorials. Want to support the channel, guys? Look in the description of the video and check out my ebook or cop one of those video courses. Go ahead and give YouTube some time to send out some notifications as you come in. Please hit the thumbs up. That's even if that feature is still available on YouTube, as I did my video yesterday. You know that that's going away, guys. The early bird gets the worm. Let's talk about it. So whether you're watching this live or you're watching it on the replay, today is Friday. So let me give you a tip, guys. You have to create something today to make money over the weekend. This is when the weekend is when most digital services is looking to make their money. For example, do you know my most requested time to do product reviews or IPTV reviews? My most requested time to do IPTV reviews, excuse me, it's over the weekend. So they're like, hey man, I want to do a review. Let's drop it Thursday or let's drop it Friday. And the reason why is because they want to capitalize on people having time to pick up their mobile devices and shop. And that's the number one tip, guys, is not only having a product, preferably a digital product, or some type of digital advertisement, but knowing exactly who to place it in front of and when to place it in front of them. So today is Friday. I ask you guys a question. Do you have a product or have you created something? It can be good morning, good morning. It can be a physical product or a digital product, or it can even just be an idea, guys. What do you have today that you can market today that you can sell tomorrow and Sunday, right? Um, Making you have more income on Monday than what you had on Thursday. A lot of people really don't take the time to think about these things, man. Again, I want to repeat, it's not about just having a product, but it's about when to put it in front of people and what type of people you putting it in front of. Taking the bathtub. I love your content, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, two things. If the thumbs up feature is still there, give me a thumbs up as you come in. The second thing is, I know it's early in the morning, guys, so just bear with me. And as we travel on these trips, sometimes I hit a bad cell area. Just refresh your browser, and hopefully I'll come back in soon. Now, back to what we were saying about making money. Here's here's an idea for you to make money over the weekend. So, number one, I use this I use this a lot, and the reason why I use it a lot is because it's good morning Uno. It's because it's so simple and so easy to do, and it's really started using something with nothing. Okay. After this live, I want you taking a bathroom. Imagine I be cancer, and oh man, it went away. Let me see if I get it back up. There you go. And then Mr. came out of nowhere. I'm gonna be came out of nowhere, pays them hundreds of dollars. So imagine if you can Google on YouTube. Just go ahead on YouTube and Google how to program in 2021. Okay, Google that on YouTube. How to program a Fire Stick 2021. After this live, do that. Okay, then the ad. Write a little ad. Okay, you can go to Google, go to images, search Fire Stick, save the picture. After you save the picture, go into Facebook or Instagram or Twitter or TikTok, wherever you have more eyes. Okay, and then put I program your Fire Stick for $35 or $25, whatever fee you want to charge, all right? Boom, put that advertisement out there and just pump it, share it, inbox people, stuff like that, different platforms. Do that. Just do that. I guarantee, man, over 65% of you guys are going to get business. A, some people are going to have older Fire Sticks that need to be updated, all right? Or are going to people are going to say, hey, look, uh, can you put a certain app on there? Once you go to YouTube and Google, or search, I should say, on YouTube, how to program Fire Sticks 2021, and you're able to download the programs that you need, okay? And you're able to put those apps on the Fire Stick. Those individuals, even if it's just one individual, guys, that individual or those individuals are going to turn on that Fire Stick this weekend. And someone is going to come to their home and they're going to ask, hey, how you get that? And they're going to say, oh, this guy or this girl in the Facebook market or on my Facebook page or on my Instagram page or on my Snapchat or whatever, uh, program them. It only cost me $35. That's the simplest way to start to make money using nothing, nothing but your time to research exactly how you can start making money today. So the question remains, it's Friday. What exactly are you going to do to start making money today? Here's another thing you should consider as we've been talking about cryptocurrency and everything like that. Investments, guys. How many of you that's watching this live, or how many of you that's watching this on the replay, actually have an investment? Actually have an investment. It doesn't take a lot of money to invest into cryptocurrency. Now, which coin you decide to invest in, it might require some research or whatever, but it doesn't take a lot of money. Listen, using that same analogy, let's say you do one Fire Stick or two Fire Sticks, right? And let's say you make $35 or $70 this weekend, okay? And let's say you take $35 and you invest it into a cryptocurrency, okay? And then you get another sale, so you get another sale, so, a Fire Stick. When you program Fire Sticks, just take 10% of that, 15% of that, and invest it into another cryptocurrency. You do that for a couple of months, man. You look up again, you got you about $400-$500 sitting up there that you invest in a cryptocurrency that's making money, guys. That's making money. It's all about creating something out of nothing to generate you income. And this is more than plausible. This is possible. And one of the things that motivates me every day, that keeps me going every day, is knowing that there's literally hundreds of thousands of dollars a month, thousands of dollars a day, simply by using their imagination to create something. And most of the time, guys, they're not reinventing the wheel. Most of the time, they just taking a scheme, or taking a process, or taking a proven model, right? And they just implement it. It's just implemented. One of the things I tell you guys about sixfigurejourneys.com, my video course literally is not reinventing the wheel. The only thing I'm doing is taking proven measures, things that have been proven, and showing you how to implement it, and that's how I'm able to generate that that income. Okay. Um, how to sell hotspots. That video course that I have, how to sell hotspots. All right. Only thing I did was took someone else's concept that was using, that people that in the RV community that was looking to get internet, right? That concept was already around. Only thing I did was took that concept and build out on it, all right? Build out on it, invest time and money into the process, and then I put together a package, and now my students who buy, that how to sell the hotspot course is able to generate income. Today is Friday. You have the whole week. What are you going to create to generate income? That that's the number one question. Right now, when people get off from work today, some people, even while they're at work today, is going to pick up their cell phone and they're going to stroll through Facebook, they're going to stroll through Instagram, they're going to stroll through TikTok, and they're going to see people entertaining them and they're going to see people selling them. What do you have to offer to get someone over into your inbox to ask you how much is this? That's the goal, is to get someone to come over to your inbox, over to your email, to send you a text, or however you choose to communicate, and ask you how much is this. The weekend is the time. I want to repeat it. The number one requested spot on this channel to do reviews, especially on IPTV services, are Thursdays and Fridays. They want to catch people for the weekend because they know that people are going to be at home and people want to be entertained. Okay. And they know that there's going to be sporting events that people want to watch. So it's not only what you put in front of people, it's the type of people you put it in front of, and it's the timing of putting it in front of people. So it's Friday, guys. What are you going to do to generate income? What are you going to do to generate income? Just keep asking yourself those questions. How much money you think you're missing out on today? How many people you think are going to open up their phone today and looking for something to buy? How many people you think got paid yesterday, right? How many people you think got paid yesterday and not have money in their bank accounts or have money in their pockets? How many people you think getting paid today, all right, that's going to have money in their bank account or money in their pockets? And so the trick is having something available that does one or two things, that solve a problem or entertain. That solve a problem or entertain. My video courses, and I always tell people this. People like, Tech, you always mention in your video courses, um, and just about every video you do. Number one, you are your best promoter, right? No one can sell you better than you. Number two, man, if you have a product that's helping people, stand by your product. Stand by your product, man. If you have a product that's helping people, stand by your product. There's no way that I'd be able to make these video courses if my students wasn't being successful. Here's the challenge though. Here's the challenge with not so much with the hotspot. How to sell internet, that's pretty straightforward, all right. Individuals, they paid $150, they watch the video courses, all right, and then they say, all right, now I know exactly how to get the SIM card. I know exactly how to program the device. All right, it's easy. Let me just go order the device. Let me just order the service. All right, and boom, you sell it. You sell an internet. That's straightforward, right? They can see it, they can touch it, they can feel it. The six-figure journey course is more of steps to follow, right? So starting depending on what you want to do. If you want to repair your credit and fix your credit and leverage credit and become your own bank, it's stuff to follow. Or if you just want to be service driven and you want to get Google certified, and after you become Google certified, you want to offer your services to other people. All right, boom. I show you where to go to get Google certified. Then I show you where to go where you can take those skills and start making money. All right. And then the last thing, if you just like, all right, Tech, I just want to make money like you, then the last part of my video course, Six Figure Journeys, is showing you exactly what I'm doing to make money, right? And what I'm looking to do in the future to make money. So Six Figure Journeys is a little bit more finesse because you have options, but but I have that product, guys, that I'm putting before people. And so my question to you is, what product do you have? What product do you have? What are you going to do? All right. What investment are you going to make in yourself today that's going to generate you money tomorrow? That's the thing, man. A lot of us have dreams, a lot of us have goals, but what we lack, man, and people might get mad at me, man, but I'm gonna go ahead and say it. We have dreams and we have goals, but we lack the ability to execute. When I mean the ability to execute, I'm not saying that you have to execute anything perfectly. You just have to, as they say, know the assignment and execute. You got to start somewhere. You got to start somewhere. When when I first in my professional life, right, before I became a consultant for nonprofits and foundations, okay, I was out there in the trenches, and I remember 15 years ago, something like that, when I was being trained. I remember my supervisor at the time. Um, she asked me a question. You know, I was younger and probably maybe more than 15 years ago, like 20 years ago, something like that. I was younger, and she asked me the question. She was like, "How do you eat an elephant?" And the reason why she was asking me this question because like the things we was working on seemed like an audacious task. It seemed like it was so hard to move around these people around this certain issue, and it seemed like I was like, man, we was working on a healthcare issue, and I was like, bro, it's gonna take years for this to even get any traction. And it was frustrating. And I was frustrated, and it was young, and I was young. I was in my 20s, and I was like, I just didn't see it happening. She asked me the question, how do you eat an elephant? I don't know. Just like one bite at a time. And it really resonated with me because if you think about it, like when you look at something big as an elephant, right? And it's like, man, this is so big. This goal will never be accomplished, but you just chip at it one step at a time. That's execution, people. It's just getting started one step at a time, making sure that you're executing, making sure that you're doing something differently today than you did yesterday. So the question today is, again, today is Friday. What are you going to do to generate income? Today is Friday. What are you going to do to make money? Today is Friday. You got practice today? Today is Friday. What are you going to do to better your life or better the lives of your family? That's the question. As they would say, to be or not to be, that is the question. So, guys, I know a lot of times when you get on a live, some of you come on these early morning lives to be inspired, to be motivated, or to gain knowledge, to get income, to generate wealth. But at the same time, if you're watching this live or if you're watching on the replay, at the same time, I believe you have a responsibility not only to yourself but to your family to better your life. Um, I'm gonna tell you a quick story, right quick. Tell you a quick story. So I an uncle, had an uncle, and he was business minded, okay. And actually, I have several uncles, that had their own business, whether it be a photography company or whatever, video company or whatever. So I remember he had like a little office and stuff, and he would do his due diligence, and he had, I mean, like I just remember him being like business minded, and he had all of these goals, and he used to like cook for bar rooms and stuff, and he had a bar room at one point, or one of his friends or somebody, he was co-owner of a bar room or whatever, but he had other business endeavors outside of that. And I just remember like looking at all of his goals and stuff like that. And when he passed away, I was like, man, like he never reached his potential. Like he never reached his true potential. And I asked myself, like, man, what kept him from reaching his true potential? And like he literally died still grinding, right? Literally died still grinding when all of these ideas and all these thought process. And even though he had some things to show for it, he never reached his true potential. And so that became my biggest fear is, to have all of these ideas and have all of these goals and the grind, but never reach my true potential. Like never tap into that millionaire status, right? multi-millionaire status. Like what keep us from tapping into that when we know that we're living in an age that people are becoming wealthy or rich almost overnight. And when I say almost overnight, because to us it looked like it happened overnight, but in reality they probably was doing things for years or months ahead. And I always tell people is that success is when opportunity meet preparation. And so it seemed like people are becoming successful overnight, but they're really not. Okay, so we have that going for us. That question right there going for us is that what can we do today to make money tomorrow? And as I reflect on my uncle, what kept him from reaching his true potential? And the only thing I can think of is the ability to execute something different, having the ability to gather more information, to be willing to try something different, and to be willing to invest in yourself. Man, there's no harm. Like, look, in my faith tradition, we always say pride comes before the destruction of a man, all right? If you don't know a better way, I hate to put it like that. Let's not put it like that if you don't know a better way. Because whenever you phrase it that way, then now you kind of like talking to individual psyche. You plan on their pride, and people are prideful, and that's why people can't be successful. So instead of admitting that, hey, I don't know a subject matter, or admitting, hey, I probably need to learn this subject matter, all right, and let me go to an individual, or let me go to a course, or let me go to a book, or let me go to a webinar and figure out, you know, what they have out there for me to do different so I can become successful. Number one thing, man, is people don't invest in themselves. People don't invest in themselves, and if you're not learning, you're losing. That's why you have people that have PhDs and doctorates and all of that, and what I call them a forever student, constantly going back to school for something. That's why in school, in different universities, they have continual education programs, right? If you're not learning, you're losing. It's simple, guys. It's simple. If you're hitting your head on a wall, right, and you're trying to come up with ideas or whatever, or how to generate income, the answers are always in front of your face. You just got to invest in yourself, and you just have to execute. You have to invest in yourself, and you have to execute. Whether it be investing in cryptocurrency, like a couple of months ago, and I told you guys about Sheed, uh, everybody was excited at the time. Some people made the investment, some people didn't. I made the investment, guys. I made some money. I reinvest some of the money um, to NFTs. I lost like I did a video a couple of days ago. I lost like 2 grand, on some NFTs, raised horses, learning that process. But that was money well spent because my strategy is to be in that space before other people, and they have people in that space before me. And guess what? Guess what the people that's in that space right now is doing? They currently are making money off of people like me that's coming into the space that's learning it because they're offering like university um metaverse classes to where you buy like an NFT jacket and you have access to like this university. It's like $450 where they teach you all things metaverse and stuff like that, right? And how to make money in the metaverse and stuff like that. So because that individual, I'm just using this one individual, because that individual's in the space before me, now they have an opportunity to market their skills to individuals like me. Look, the 3.0 the web 3.0, it's here, guys. And if like I said, what it was a couple of days ago. Remember when the internet first hit and people didn't know how to do web pages, right? Remember that? You remember when the internet first hit, and if you knew how to do a web page, you was able to charge all of these outrageous fees. And Not only did companies have to pay webmasters $13,000, $10,000, $3,000, $4,000 to do a website, but then you had to put them on a retainer, right, to maintain it every freaking month. So each time you had a new product, right, you had to pay that individual monthly to maintain your website. Why? Because they were individuals that was on the internet first. So now we're coming into Web 3.0. Okay, companies, not companies and individuals will not know anything about avatars. They're not going to know anything about NFTs. They're not going to know, how to buy property in Decentraland, how to advertise in Decentraland. They're not going to know, how to really, get this cryptocurrency and convert that cryptocurrency. Like they're not going to know all of this stuff. So if you get there ahead of time, if you get there early, if you make investments early, then by the time everybody get there, you already got a ready business. It's solid. You already have a really ready business that's solid when you can be like, hey, look, I can advertise for you in Decentraland. This is my going rate. I could create an avatar for you. I could create an NFT for you. I can get you property, or I can lease you property in Decentraland, right? I can put you in front of this. I can put you in front of this new orders in this thing called Web 3.0. I can do this for you because I was here early. No one else knew how to do this, and so here is a business opportunity that I'm telling you guys you should look into and take advantage of. It's all about catching the next wave. And I know, man, people always think, because I was one of them, that hey, my job is here forever. Hey, what I'm doing right now is going to make me money forever. It's not, guys. It's not. It's not. Even if the company is there forever, listen, my dad, my uncle, my auntie, my grandfather, even when I was young, all worked at this particular company that was in our community. It was a shipyard. The name of the company was called McDermott. Okay, my auntie was a welder helper, a fitter helper. My cousins, welders and welder helpers. My grandfather worked there, 40 years retired. He worked in the lumber yard and all of that. Okay, he did all of my family members and all of that. It was like tradition. Hey, when you get of age, you go work in that shipyard. Okay, it's tradition. Man, that company wound up leaving. That company wound up leaving. So nothing is forever. I mean, even before the company left, they would lay off people, man. When they didn't have work, they just lay people off. So what I'm saying is, if you're watching this live or the replay, and you have ideas in your mind to be successful, and you're saying to yourself while watching this live, is all right, Tech. I have an idea that I want to be successful for my head and get it and manifest it into reality. And that's what I'm here for. That's what you're here for. We are here for that. We are here to be inspired. We are here to be motivated, and we are here to get our ideas from our head and manifest it into reality. And that brings me to my next point. Surround yourself around like-minded people. Surround yourself around like-minded people. Someone is going to watch this video and will be inspired and create a Facebook ad or an Instagram, or they're going to tweet out a product or something because they heard me say during this live that hey, today is Friday. Get your product in front of people today because people have more disposable income, during the weekend, more disposable time and income during the weekend at any other time. So get your product in front of people today, someone is going to be inspired and they're going to make money. I'm not saying that they're going to go out there and they're going to make make $100,000, but they're going to have more money tomorrow or Sunday than they had today. That's why you got to surround yourself around like-minded people. That's why you got to come to our motivate each other, right, to be better. Speaking of that, man, if anybody that's watching this on the live or on a replay that have a real estate license in Louisiana, um, email me, takingthebathroom@gmail.com, about to buy another home, starting that process, takingthebathroom@gmail.com. Email me, man, and we'll go from there because I'm about to start home shopping starting this afternoon. That's neither here nor there. I just want to throw that out there. Another thing, like I said, surround yourself around like-minded people. Also, networking. Use your platform to network. Just like I just threw that out there, man. Network. You won't believe. Listen, people are resources. The first thing we want is we want our gratification comes from monetary gain. The first thing we want is to be gratified monetarily because it's instantly. I'm looking more in cryptocurrency space because of you. Man, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. Get in that space and learn it, man. Get in that space and learn it. Like I said, put a little bit in here and there, learn that space, and boom, you're good to go. You're good to go. I might want to lie to nobody and tell people, oh, I got $20,000, I got $15,000 into crypto. I don't. I don't know enough about that space right now. I'm only 2 3 months into it, but 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 if I would have had that money that I invested into cryptocurrency in the bank, no way it would have made the profits that I have right now. I'm up over $3,000 in the past 2 or 3 months in cryptocurrency. Right? If that would have been sitting in my bank account or my savings account, there's no way I would have had that. I could have been up even more than that, but the market kind of been sinking this week. But I still have that, man. And imagine just holding that long term, right? Just holding that long term stability to make money. So back to what I was saying about people want to be gratified monetarily instantly. However, when you network, people are resources, and oftentimes it's been my experiences that uh, using people as resources have made me more money, right? More money. So, for example, there's been times in my life to where I network with somebody and there'd be something that I might charge for, right? I might say, hey, look, I charge for this video course. Hey, look, this happened with me a bunch of times with my hotspot video course. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. People is like, hey, look, Tech, I want to get your video course, how to sell hotspots. All right. I'm like, all right, it's $150. It's like, but I have this product, but I have this business opportunity with you, and I bought her. All right. All right. I give you access to my video course if you give me access to this knowledge. That's been there's been times where people have given me knowledge in exchange for my video course that made me 4 or 5 times more money than the video course. So networking is important also, guys. Networking is important. Surround yourself around like-minded people. All right, and then network with them. Network with them. Look, like I tell people, man, I do consultations, right? I do consultations, and people call me and I charge $100 an hour, right? And basically, the only thing they're doing is asking me questions about a particular subject, okay? And I'm just answering their questions. I'm giving them the advice, and I'm steering them to certain directions. That $100 that they pay me per hour, depending, most I ain't gonna say most, some have to have multiple sections. All right, the money that they pay me when they go in to execute that, they're gonna make that money back 5, 10 times fold. So investing in yourself, networking with people, and surround yourself around like-minded people. And the reason why it's important that you surround yourself around like-minded people, because there's going to be days to where you will need to be motivated. I'm gonna say it again. There's going to be days to where you're going to need to be motivated. There's gonna be days you're gonna wake up and you're gonna say, "Man, I only made $10 today. Man, I only made $30 today." Quick story. Quick story. So I have one of my online businesses, all right, that I started. Okay, I had this online business, this particular online business for 2 years. All right, let's no, about a year and a half. All right. When I started, I remember I was making like 18, 20, 30, $40 a day. All right. This is on autopilot. This generate money for me 7 days a week. All right. However, I literally I literally was like, man, $18, man, $20, man. I can't wait till I start making $70 a day, man. I was like, man, if I make $100, if I get to the point where I'm making $100 a day, I'd be good. I'd be good, like it literally took me like a couple of months before I started making like $60, $70 a day. All right, and then I got to where I was making $100 a day. All right, but by this time, my other investments and that investment right there, by this time, I'm in a whole different income bracket than where I was when I started that. So $100 a day wasn't anything. So then it's like $200 a day, $300 a day. So then I'm like, all right, bet. But now I'm like, that's still not what I need. So my point of breaking that down to you is to say is that when you surround yourself around like-minded people, you become motivated because what you see as a lot, when you put yourself in a position when you're around successful people, what you see as a lot, your whole perception is going to change. I seen $100 a day has been a lot of money, right? I seen $100 a day has been a lot of money, and then when my perception changed, all right, my perception changed, and I stopped working for the company that I was working for, okay, and I seen the value that I had in myself, all right, and so now $100 a day became nothing, and I started my consulting business, and so now it's $100 an hour, and with my online platforms, I'm like, hey, bro, it need to be $200, $300 a day, all right, for me to be satisfied, and my goal is to get those platforms to $1,500 a day, to get it to $1,500 a day. And to get it there, to get it from $18, $24, and $80 a day to getting it to being $200, $300 a day, to get it there, man, it took me having a certain mindset. And to get that certain mindset, I had to be around certain people. I had to be around certain people. Why? Because I had to see that it was possible. Because at first I thought that it was just only going to stay there. But when I seen other people in that space, right, doing 20 times better than me, then I was like, wow, it's possible. Only thing I have to do is figure out exactly what they're doing to get people to their product. I'm in the bad sell area, guys, so if I cut out, just keep hitting refresh. Only thing I have to do is to see how they're getting people to their product, okay? And that required me doing some networking, talking to people, and yes, it required me buying, investing in myself, right? Buying information, okay? It makes no sense to reinvent the wheel, guys. That's why I tell you guys, man, y'all need to check out my video courses, how to sell hotspot, or check out my video course, sixfigurejourneys.com. It makes no sense and trying to reinvent the wheel, guys, when people are already making money, okay, and they're willing to share the information with you for a fee. You just gotta execute. You just have to execute. You know, you got to surround yourself around like-minded people to see that it's possible, right? And you got to network with people. You got to network with people. For those of you that don't know what it looks like networking with people, is being around people that done it before. It's been around people that done it before. Man, I wish I can take this camera and show you guys this right here, man. Now they got the roadblock off, all right. They got a flag, man. They got a flag, man. Let me show you this. They got a flag man, but he's way over there. No flag man on this side. So if I'm looking, I gotta look way over here at him waving at me. All right. So that makes no sense. It makes no sense for stuff like this, man. And this is what we call not executing. That's what we call not executing, right? He definitely did not get the assignment correct. Have you? He definitely didn't get the assignment correct. You gotta have two flag people, bro. One person to slow down traffic on that side, another person to tell traffic to go on another side. I just wanted to show you guys that right quick. That is an example of poor execution. So as I was saying, if you don't know what networking as using people, humans as resources. It's surrounding yourself around like-minded people and being able to have conversations with people that've been there before. That been there before. Listen, I once was told this. Good morning, Miss Honeybee. I once was told this is that uh, all the knowledge in the world is hidden in a book. Don't let that go over your head. All the knowledge in the world is hidden in a book. Think about that for a second, man. Everything you need has been written down somewhere. Where somebody wrote it down, and it's somewhere for the taking. Everything you need to be successful, somebody already have the roadmap laid out. And now that we live in today's society, too, we have access to books on our phone. We have access to audio files on our phones and our laptops and our iPads. Excuse me. Now we have video courses. Now we have webinars. Like everything you need to be successful has already been documented. But we don't think the time you bought a video course. When the last time you bought a self-help book? All right. I can the one thing that stood out to me in that book was the chapter when he talked about sexual power. Now hear me out. When he talked about sexual power, right? Hear me out. Basically, the interpretation is that he was saying how sex motivate men to be successful. It worked with men. How sex motivate men to be successful. Hear me out. It's not it. Look again. People might read this book and they might come away with something totally different. I'm just telling you what stood out to me. Think and Grow Rich. It's not in the way that you perceive, all right. But think about it. You meet a lady. You meet a young lady. And you start dating. You get engaged. You get engaged to this young lady, and you say, "I want to give you the world." Y'all get married. You have a kid. All right. You go to work every day. You going to work to provide for not only yourself but for that young lady and for that family. You motivated by the woman who you sexually attracted to. All right. Take another circumstance. All right. You're a young guy, old guy, whatever. Okay. And you say, all right, I want to be successful because I want to be able to have a nice home, I want to have a nice car, I want to buy this watch, I want to buy this chain. Why? So the ladies can see me. I want to be a ladies' guy. The ladies can see me. Okay. Take another scenario. Man, this girl I really like. All right. So I'm going to get her attention by moving up in the office or moving up in my profession or whatever. Okay, so when I analyze that chapter, and he get deeper into it, right? I'm not doing this book justice, guys. That's why I say you got to invest in yourself. You got to invest in your education, man. Your continual education. You got to buy books. You got to buy video courses, right? You got to go to conferences, right? Listen, listen. I was on a job paying me $35 an hour. When I quit that job and I started my consultation company, my consulting company, I'm charging $100 an hour. I told you guys this a couple of weeks ago. When I quit that job was using my relationships that I had with other foundations. When I quit that job, those relationships came with me. My first contract was $65,000. $65,000 for 2 hours a week. My first contract. I wasn't making that a year with the job that I was on. Know your value, man. Invest in yourself, right? So back to what I was saying in the chapter when he talked about being sexually motivated, right? If you really break that down, being attracted to the opposite sex has motivated many successful men in our society. Being attracted to the opposite sex have motivated many successful men in our society. And that motivation is I'm gonna show her, or I'm gonna make it right by her, or I'm gonna get her based on what you being attracted to the opposite um sex. Okay. Now, let's say you dating somebody and you break up. Same philosophy. I'm gonna get back at her. I'm gonna show her that hey, I'm better than what she thought. Man, again, I'm not doing a chapter in justice, right? I'm not doing that chapter in justice. But when I broke that down, okay, I was like, you know what, man, this is it. He's on to something right here. Cause like my wife can tell me, oh, I need a new wedding. I need a new I need a new wedding set, right? Wedding bands or whatever, ring set. I need a new ring set, okay? And one ear, not the other. She said again, like I'm not paying attention. Oh, well, what's wrong with the ones you got now? Well, babe, it's outdated, we've been married for over 10 years and da 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 da. Okay, so now my ears open. So now, because I want to please my wife, because I'm attracted to her sexually, yeah, you can say you love him and everything, but the premise, the basic premise of the chapter in the book is you are drawn to them sexually first, right? Because you're attracted to them sexually, right? Now you're willing or you're motivated to please them financially. You you're motivated to please them financially. So now in my mind, I'm like, well, what can I do to generate income to get her a new wedding band? All right, man, it's so powerful. That simple concept right there, changed my whole mind on how I sell my products. Right, right. It changed my whole mind on how I sell my products. Because now, when I'm selling to a certain demographic, when I'm selling to a male demographic, right now, I'm going to use that concept. Right, I'm going to scheme of that concept. Like, man, this would be great for your wife, or this would be great for your girlfriend, or man, this would be great to get the ladies, right? Just that simple concept, the way he breaks it down in here and the statistics he gives and stuff in that book, just boom, light on. I can identify with that because I know how many times as a young man, how many times I did things and brought things and pushed myself to please ladies. Okay, another concept he have in that book in How to Think and Grow Rich, right, or Think and Grow Rich, is me talking about putting a team around you. A lot of people don't create businesses because they think they dumb. It's like, man, look, I got this idea, but man, I don't know how to do accounting, bro. I don't know how to do this. I don't know how. Man, I don't know how to make that. Okay. Last year or year before last, we had on this show, on my platform, we had a live show with a young guy who invented something called cut brush, and I had him on the show I think once or twice. I had him on the show and he talked about his idea, how he had the idea, how he is a barber and he owned a salon and he had a barber school, and he was trying to teach one of his students how to cut hair, and the student just can't get it. He was like, man, it's simple. It's just like brushing your hair. And when that thought came out his mouth and it resonated in his mind, he instantly came up with the idea of cut brush, right? Cut brush. It originally started to solve a problem of his students getting the concept of how to cut hair. So he came up with the idea of cut brush, but he didn't know how to get in the patent. He didn't know how to get a company to manufacture it. He didn't know how to come up with the schemes, to the pictures and everything to draw it up. Only thing he know, he had the idea. So what he did was, with the idea, he went and found people that knew those things. That's what being a business owner is, man. Being a business owner is not knowing how to do everything. Matter of fact, how dare I say this? If you're doing everything in your business, you're working for a failing business, or let me say a stagnant business. A stagnant business. Because if you never learn how to duplicate yourself, you're never going to be successful, because you can't do everything. And so it's about management. It's about getting the right people around you. It's about getting the right people around you to to implement the vision you have. Again, two things I took out this book. Two things I took out this book that changed my philosophy on sales and changed my approach on my businesses. That's why I tell you guys, man, you got to surround yourself around like-minded people. You got to put yourself in runs with people that's bigger than you. A lot of times we like to stay in our comfort zone because we don't want people to know that we don't know. I'm gonna say that one more time. A lot of times we stay in our comfort zone because we don't want people to know that we don't know, because we have been conditioned to think that if you don't know, you dumb, and if you don't know, we're gonna laugh at you. If you don't know, we're going to tease you. And because we've been conditioned to think that way, then we deprive ourselves of knowledge. And then when we deprive ourselves of that knowledge, now we can't grow. Now we can't grow. And now we stay where we at. But successful people realize they don't know, and they realize they need to know. And not only do they realize that they need to know, but they pay to know. Man, y'all not following me this morning, man. That simple concept will change your life when you realize that you don't know, and you realize that you need to know, and without knowing that you can't grow. Man, look, that concept right there, change your life. It would change your life. I'm being 100 with you guys, man. Today is Friday. It's Friday. What are you going to do today to make money tomorrow? Guys, look in the description of the video. Do yourself a favor. Get one of my video courses, guys, so you can learn something different. So you can learn something different. Invest in yourself, guys, so you can be in a better position. Listen, listen to me. Listen to me. Stop thinking about what you can do with money. Stop thinking about what you can do with money. Oh man, Tech, I want to buy one of your video courses, but how to sell hotspots, man, that's $150. People making $5,000, $10,000 just by getting that course. A month, just by getting that course. Stop thinking about what you can do with money. Oh, Tech, man, man, I get your six-figure journey video course, man, but I can really use that $100, man, bring the wife and the kids to the movies or something like that. That six-figure video course, man, I had people that had student loans. I had people that didn't have any skills. They get their course, and now they're on their way to making six figures. That six-figure video course, like I said, excuse me, I use me possession, just student loans, like that course, man, implement those things in that course. And now, as I mentioned earlier, not only are we in a position to walk in the car lot and buy a car, uh, well said, people condition. Yeah, Uno, to buy in the car we want, but now we about to rent out our current house and now we're searching to buy another home, right? Just stop saying what you can use money for and start asking yourself, what can money do for me? Send your money out to complete a task. I'm gonna say this again. When the money come out of your bank account, send that money out to complete a task other than being a consumer. So this $150 I might give to taking the bathroom video course is for me to learn how to sell hotspots so I can make $5,000, $10,000 a month like other people are doing. Look, I'm not ashamed to say I got students that make more money than me selling hotspots, and I have a whole internet company. All right, hotspots is one aspect of it. I'm not ashamed to say it, man, because I have other endeavors. And I always tell you guys is that you only go as far as your hustle take you. That's their main thing. That's their main thing. So stop saying what you can do with money and send your money out to complete a task. Send your money out to complete a task. Hey, it's your boy taking the bathroom 10 at a time. Please don't forget to subscribe. Guys, look, surround yourself around like-minded people. Invest in yourself. Start thinking the difference. Start thinking different, guys. Start thinking different.